Hello, teacher. So now we are going to talk about our project. My group is Luis Carrion, and who is talking to you, Diego Mayor.
Okay, in this project, we are talk about the um, CBAC methodology that contains 8 steps for the development the software secure or more secure software. And the first of all, we are going to talk about a requirements step.
Okay, so first than all, I'm going to talk about the purpose of our application. And this application is about a way of create fast notes or a kind of diary that you can fill uh, about your information or what you want to save there. So here in this application, we have some functions. These functions are that the application allow you login as we can see in the image in the screen with an user and password, or you have also the way of login with Google, for example. Uh, Also, you can create notes, uh, add images, and save notes. So in this case, Luis is logging with Google, and he is going to make an example. Okay, now we are in the first screen of our application in the dashboard.
Okay, in this case, we'll show you the principal path for the application. In this case, in this screen, they have new entry button. In this case, this button uh, about me the note creation. Uh, this is an example. In this case, this is the title of the my notes, and this my yeah. Okay. In this case, the first requirement of the user is create note, and the second is select picture. In this case, we're going to select picture, and the system loading the picture. Okay, and in this case, we can save this note here. Okay, saved. Reload the page, and in this left side, this is a list of the notes that I created on my day in my day. The second step of is the uh, step of the high level design, and Diego.
Okay, first, Daniel, I'm going to talk to you about the non-functional requirements. That in this case we have selected five non-functional requirements. The duration that each node that we can create lasts 1 second. To update an image, 6 seconds, and to save a note, 2 seconds. But in a specific way of talking you about this application, Luis is showing you the
Tricks.
lighthouse that are the proofs or our application. So in this case, we have the performance, the accessibility, the best practices, the SEO, And an additional topic that is the PWI that in this case we are not using. So in the first topic that is 34% is about the times that our application lasted to do different things like charging the same application or, or another views of that application. Um, why we don't have a 100% in this part of the application? Because right now we don't have um, Fireways. Fireways is the name in English. Fireware.
Uh, what?
The reason why it lasts 6 seconds to charge the page.
The reason is this app take the 6 seconds for charge the index page because Firebase the database for the Google Firebase in this case it reload the application because we are in the development mode here. So this reason for the application is take a few minutes, seconds. Sorry, seconds. And so the next step for this methodology is the uh, design, detail design step. In this case, we'll show you the jargon class. So 1 second, Diego, show you the diagram class, please. Show the diagram class.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you the diagram class that is in this case made by a person that as you can see it has an email, a name, and a password, and it is connected with an user that have an email, a name, and a password. Also, like the person, but it has also different methods like sign up, login, create node, update node, delete node, insert node, and logout. That are the different method that the user can do in the application.
So the next step is a specific of the modules of the application, a step of specific modules of application. In this case, this app have to 3 or 4 models approximately. So first of all is the model of the login. So the login, this model in the code is here. In components out, these components have the logic of the each module of the application. Out in this case refer to module of the application. Register is the model of the register application because in this case both modules uh, have contained in one step. So the second model is the model of the journal application or index application. Journal entry. This model contained 5 methods or functionalities. In this case, the first functionality is a journal entry that refer to this button that can enable me create a new note. And journal entries refer to when I connect application or Firebase database. This model, this functionality of this model, give me the all nodes that I create. The second is journal screen. That this functionality is the render of the all functionalities in the journal, and the next is not in selected because this help me to show a screen of the inactivity of the user. For example, another login. This when I not select one entry, the software show you of the user this screen. Okay, the second is sidebar, referred to as a side left side of the application that show all notes that I created. The second model is notes. This model contain all functionalities referred to notes that I created and notes that I screen in the screen, show the in the screen. Uh, in the same way that the model of the journal, this model have functionalities about the give me all the notes that I created of the database in Firebase database. And the second steps, and we have all helpers that that can help me to give me the information of the database and the um, admin the load notes, delete notes, create notes, and etc. So the next step on the this methodology is the code step. In this case, this step have two models of the code in our project, and the next step is the proof specifications. We, as you can see, in this case, we are execute the test for this application, and hey, in this moment, now application run all the tests in this application that I see in this application. We are have a 9 test that I created 9 tests. In this case, we explain to you the one test for time in this application. The first of all, in this application, we are a model for each model. We are created one proof for each model. In this case, is this of example of the login screen that prove the component related to auth and the functionality screen, login screen here. This is a code for the related to a login screen. For each functionality and screen in the app, we have a all test for each one. Okay, and the next step in this methodology is the a software construction. In this case, this exposition show you the application.